Listen, here's something that's going Tomses with your head. Every time you chase her, text her first, drop of everything when she calls. You think you are showing her how much you care, but what you're actually doing is proving to her subconscious mind that she doesn't need to care about you at all. Because in her brain, you're already handled. You're already secured, you're not going anywhere. And when someone knows they have you completely, they stop valuing what they have. I'm why she's not missing you, brutal truth. Going to show you exactly why she needs you more than you need her. But first, you need to understand why you've been doing this backwards and why everything Zakati taught you about women and relationships is designed to keep you exactly where you are right now, frustrated, confused, and wondering why the harder you try, the less interested she becomes. Before we dive deep into this and hit the like button if you've ever felt like you're giving more than you're getting, if you've ever wondered why being the nice guy backfires, if you've ever asked yourself why she doesn't want you the way you want her. Because what I'm about to break down for you will flip your entire understanding female psychology. This isn't about playing games. This isn't about manipulation. This is about understanding how attraction actually works at a psychological level. And when you get this right, you stop being her backup plan. You stop being her emotional tampon. You stop being the guy she likes as a friend. You become the guy she can't stop thinking about even when she tries. The brutal truth. Here's what is happening right now? You text her. She responds hours later with one word. You ask her out. She's busy, but never suggests another time. You're putting in effort. She's putting in the bare minimum. And you're telling yourself it's because you're not doing it now. You're not being romantic enough. You're not being available now. You're not proving your worth now. Wrong. Here's the brutal reality. The harder you try to convince her of your value, the more you confirm her suspicion that you have no options because in her mind, a high-value man doesn't chase. A high-value man doesn't beg for attention. A high-value man doesn't rearrange his entire life around her schedule. When you're always available and your attention becomes worthless, it's basic economics. When something is abundant, it has no value. When something is scarce, people fight for it. And right now, you've made yourself so abundant in her life that she takes you for granted. She knows you'll always be there. She knows you'll always say yes. She knows you'll always prioritize her over yourself. So why will she miss you? Why would she chase you? Why would she value something female psychology she won't admit already owns completely? She wouldn't, the psychology she won't admit. Now, here's where it gets interesting, and this might make some of you uncomfortable. Women are biologically programmed to seek the best possible mate, not the most available mate, not the nicest mate, the best mate. And how does her subconscious brain determine who's the best? By seeing who other people want? By seeing who has options. By seeing who has standards? When you chase her, you're literally advertising that you have no other choices. When you're always available, you're showing her that no one else wants your time. When you bend over backwards for her, you're proving that you don't value yourself. And if you don't value yourself, why should she? Here's what happens in her mind when you're teenager. If he's so desperate for my attention, what's wrong with him? If neither woman wants him, why should I? If has nothing else going on in his life, how interesting can he really be? But flip the script. What happens when you have your own life? When you have your own goals? When other people clearly value your time and energy? Suddenly she starts wondering, what does he have that I'm missing out on? Why isn't he chasing me like other guys though? What would it be like to actually earn his attention? That curiosity is everything. Because curious women become interested women, and interested women become women who chase. The scarcity principle. Let me paint you a picture. There are two restaurants on the same street. Restaurant A always has empty tables. No reservation needed. They'll seat you immediately anytime. Restaurant B has a 2-month waiting list. Reservation only. Even celebrities can get a table without planning God. Which restaurant do you think has better food? You don't know, but you assume restaurant B is better because scarcity creates perceived value. Now, apply this to yourself. When you're always free for her, your restaurante, when you have your own life, your own plans, your own priorities, and she has to work around your schedule. You're Restaurant B, and here's the kicker. Restaurant B doesn't advertise. Restaurant B doesn't beg people to come. Restaurant B just focuses on buying excellent, and people line up for the privilege of getting in. What she needs from you, here's what she's never going to tell you directly. She needs you to have boundaries. She needs you to have standards. She needs you to have other things in your life that matter. Because when you don't have these things, youth scarcity principle explained Beckham her emotional burden. Think of booty. If you're dependent on her for your happiness, she becomes responsible for your emotional state. If you're always available, she never gets the space to miss you. If you have no life outside of her, she becomes your entire world, and that's suffocating. But when you have your own mission, your own goals, your own life that's interesting and fulfilling, she gets to be a part of something amazing rather than being the whole thing. She gets to add to your life instead of being your life. She gets to choose you from a place of want, not need. And that choice is what makes her feel powerful and feminine. Women don't want to be needed. They want to be wanted by someone who has other options, the mindset shift. So here's the shift you need to make. Stop trying to prove your worth to her. Start building your worth for yourself. Stop trying together to choose you. Start being choosy about who gets access to your time and energy. Stop asking, how can I make her like me? Start asking, is she adding value to my life? Because here's the truth. She needs you more than you need her. Not because she's weak. Not because she's incomplete without you. But Becca's a man who has options, who has boundaries, who has a life worth living as rare, and rare things are valuable. Most men are giving away their attention for free. Most men are available 24/7. Most men have nothing interesting going on in their lives. When you become the exception, you become valuable, and valuable things are missed when they're gone. Valuable things are chased. Valuable things are appreciated. The action plan. So, what does this look like practically? First, pull back. Note in an angry, petty way. Just redirect your energy toward your own life. Stop texting first all the time. Stop being available every time she calls. Stop dropping your plans for her. Second, build something worth missing. Hit Degam. Work on your career. Develop new skills. Spend time with friends. Create a life that's so interesting that losing access to it would be a loss. Third, what she really needs from you when you do interact with her, bring value. Be the guy who makes her laugh. Be the guy who challenges her thinking. Be the guy who has interesting stories because you're actually living an interesting life. Fourth, have other options. I don't mean cheat or play games. I mean be the kind of man that other women find attractive, because when she knows other people want you, your value in her eyes skyrockets. And finally, be patient. This isn't about immediate results. This is about becoming the kind of man that high-quality women naturally gravitate toward. The final truth. Here's what you want you to understand. This isn't about making her need you. This is about you not needing her. Because when you genuinely don't need her validation, when you genuinely have other things that fulfill you, when you genuinely are reliving a life worth living, that's when you become irresistible. Not because you are playing hard to get, but because you genuinely are hard to get. And the paradox is this. The moment you stop needing her to choose you, she starts wanting to be chosen by you. The moment you stop being available to everyone, you become valuable to someone. The moment you start valuing yourself, others start valuing you too. She needs you more than you need her. But online, when you truly understand that you don't need anyone to complete you. Look, I know this isn't easy to hear. When you like someone, your instinct is to chase, to prove your value, to show them how much you care. But that instinct is keeping you single. The real gamaker is understanding that attraction isn't logical, it's psychological. And psychologically, people are attracted to what they can't fully have. What mindset shift that changes everything have to earn, what challenges them. So, stop chasing, start building, stop proving, start improving, stop needing, start being needed. If this is hitting home, drop a comment with the word mindset so I know you're serious about changing your approach. Hit that subscribe button because I break down psychology like this every week. And remember, the goal isn't to manipulation you. The goal is to become so genuinely valuable that the right person naturally wants to be part of your life. Now go out there and build something worth missing.